Hi there, back from Play Strong Athletics to talk about hockey players, hip flexors, and video games. Things which are all near and dear to my family and I's heart. How am I going to thread those together? Well, let's throw it out there right now. Let's talk specifically about hip flexors in hockey players. From being in that crouched over hockey position, the front and the sides of the hips tend to get really tight. This is compounded by the 8 to 10 hours of sitting that kids are going to have every day, which is probably closer to 10 to 16 hours if you add in kind of homework time and TV time. These muscles get really tight. So what does it matter if muscles get tight? When muscles are tight, they lose their extensibility. They don't elongate or stretch like they should. One of those problems is it limits range of motion at joints. From a health standpoint, this can lead to knee irritation or low back pain if these muscles in the hips are tight. We don't have to talk about specifically which ones, but as a group, we'll just say hip flexors for now. From a performance standpoint, it can limit someone's ability to extend their hips so they lose some explosion through the backside of their stride, and it might also inhibit someone's ability to make a crossover. So if you notice your player can't cross over the same way they can to the other side, it might not be a learning issue. It might be a mobility or an extensibility issue in some of these tissues. So what do we do about it? Well, we're going to do a kneeling hip flexor stretch, and one of the ways that we can encourage this is to plug this stretch into something like an activity, like they're reading or watching TV or video games. We have a rule in the Beard household is you must stand while you're playing video games. So try this at home. So that might be a bit too much or a bit extreme for your group, but start off for the first 5 minutes of video games, they have to start off in the half kneeling position. We're going to start off on this pillow or pad. You can use a regular couch pillow if that sort of thing is allowed at the house, or fold up a towel just to put your knee on to keep it comfortable. And if you've got a really comfy carpet, you probably don't even need that. But we're going to go over our half kneeling position that will allow us to get a hip flexor stretch. This half kneeling position is an important building block of flexibility, core stability, and total body power exercises. So whether I'm trying to mobilize my upper back or thoracic spine or load up my hips to get a more powerful shot, this building block must be installed. So we're going to start out in a nice tall position. Ear, shoulder, hip, knee, up on the back toes if you can. Nice tall posture. Key here with the hips is we're going to want to tuck the hips under. Squeeze or tighten up the glute. As you squeeze or tighten here, you should feel an enhanced pull. It might be on the side of the hip, the front of the hip, or all the way down through the thigh. Now this might be a balance challenge for some people, but try to spend 30 to 60 seconds here. As your player gets tired or gets wobbly, have them switch to the other side evenly. It's common that one side will be tighter than another, so we're not going to talk about like a specific corrective exercise program, but generally, if your hockey player has tight hip flexors, have them try this doing video games. If you have any questions, please post them in the comment section below. If you liked the video, feel free to click like, and if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future videos. I'm Eric Beard. Hopefully this video on hockey, hip flexors, and video games has been helpful for you. Thanks for watching.